Your plant isn't dying because you forgot to water it. It's dying from something you can't even see. And by the time you notice, it's already too late. Hey, welcome back. If your leaves have been curling up, turning brown at the edges, or just looking tired and sad every afternoon, this video is for you. I'm going to show you exactly why summer heat is so brutal on plants, and 7 simple things you can do today to stop it before it's too late. No fancy tools, no greenhouse, just things you can do with what you already have. Let's get into it. Here's the truth. Summers are getting hotter, not just a little, a lot. More 100-degree days, longer dry spells. Heat waves that used to be rare now happen almost every year. And here's the part that really gets me. Plants can't just walk into the shade. They're stuck, rooted in one spot. Whatever the sun decides to do, they have to take it. So when it gets really hot, something called heat stress kicks in. The leaves curl up to protect themselves. The plant basically stops growing. It's not being lazy, it's trying to survive. And if it goes on too long, the plant just gives up. The leaves turn brown, they get crispy, they fall off, and there's nothing you can do to bring that leaf back. I've had this happen to me. Tomatoes I planted in spring, watered every single day, watched grow taller and taller, gone in one 105-degree afternoon, just like that. It's heartbreaking, all that work, all that care, undone by one bad afternoon. But here's what I need you to know. This is not your fault, and it is completely 100% preventable. Stick with me, because what I'm about to show you could be the difference between a garden that survives this summer and one that doesn't. Let's break down exactly what heat does to a plant, because once you understand it, you'll never look at a hot day the same way again. First, the soil dries out fast, sometimes in just a few hours, and when the soil's dry, the roots have nothing to drink. Imagine being thirsty and finding an empty glass every single time. Second, the leaves lose water faster than the roots can replace it. It's called transpiration stress. In plain English, your plant is basically sweating itself dry. Third, strong sun can actually burn the leaves, like a sunburn on your skin, except the plant has no sunscreen and nowhere to hide. And fourth, this one's sneaky. Hot roots stop absorbing nutrients properly, even if the soil looks totally fine. So the plant is quietly starving and you'd never even know. Most people don't catch any of this until the leaves turn brown, and by then, you're not preventing damage anymore, you're just cleaning up after it. Think about it like this. One 5-day heat wave can wipe out weeks, sometimes months, of growth. That tomato harvest you were counting on, gone. That flower bed you spent a whole Saturday planting, toast. I know that feeling. That gut punch when you walk outside and everything you nurtured is just limp. But here's the good news. And I mean really good news. Almost every single one of these problems has a simple fix. No greenhouse, no fancy irrigation system, just smart habits. So let's get into it. Here are the 7 things that actually work. Fix number 1, water deep and water early. Don't sprinkle your plants a little every evening. Give them one long, deep soak first thing in the morning, before 8 a.m. if you can. Why morning? Because the roots get to drink before the real heat hits. And any water left on the leaves has time to dry off, so you're not inviting mold or fungus on top of everything else. Fix number 2, mulch like you mean it. Just 2 to 3 inches of straw, wood chips, or shredded leaves around your plants. Think of it as a cooling blanket for the soil. It can drop soil temperature by 15, even 20 degrees. That's the difference between roots surviving the day and roots basically cooking underground. Fix number 3, give your plants some shade, especially during the brutal afternoon hours like 12 to 4 p.m. A shade cloth, an old umbrella, even a lawn chair tilted just right. It all works. You don't need anything expensive. A shade cloth that blocks 30 to 50% of sunlight is enough to protect the leaves without starving the plant of light it still needs. Fix number 4. Group your pots together. This one surprises people. Container plants are the most at risk because the whole pot heats up like an oven. Roots have nowhere to escape. When you cluster pots close together, they shade each other and trap a little humidity around the leaves. It's such a small move, but it makes a real difference. Fix number 5. Skip the fertilizer during a heat wave. I know it feels like your stressed plant needs a boost, but feeding hot, stressed roots can actually burn them even more. Wait until the temperature drops back to normal before feeding again. Right now, your plant needs water and shade, not a growth push it can't handle. Fix number 6. Check the soil, not the calendar. Stick your finger about 2 inches down. Dry, water it. Still a little moist? Hold off, even if it's been a day. This one habit alone will save you from almost every heat-related mistake, because too much water stresses a plant just as badly as too little. Fix number 7, the one almost everyone skips. If you're planting something new right before a heat wave, don't drop it straight into full afternoon sun. Ease it in over 4 or 5 days instead. Think of it like easing into a hot bath instead of jumping straight in. Your plants feel that shock just like you would. 7 simple fixes, no special tools, no huge budget, just a little attention at the right moments. That's really all it takes. Here's what I've learned after years of doing this. Protecting your plants from heat isn't really about the plants. It's about paying attention, slowing down enough to notice when something you're growing needs you. And when you get it right, when you walk outside after a brutal heat wave and your garden is still standing, still green, still reaching for the sun, that feeling is unbeatable. That's not luck. That's you showing up for something that can't ask for help out loud. So here's the only thing I'm going to ask you to do. Go check your soil right now, today, before you close this video. Your plants are waiting on you. And if this helped, subscribe to GROWX Green. I'll see you in the next one. Now go save your garden.